In today's video, which memory card to choose for the Nikon Z50 Mark II, one of the best APS-C mirrorless cameras, and a great camera deserves a great memory card. Therefore, we tested over 40 SD memory cards for the Nikon Z50 Mark II, so stay tuned. Honor where honors due, the Nikon Z50 Mark II is an amazing camera. I had the chance to travel with the Z50 II, roughly 3.5 weeks in Japan, combined with the 18 to 140mm lens. And compared to the first Z50, of course there's no new image sensor, but a new image processing unit, much faster, both in terms of photography and videography, more features like a native webcam integration. So it's a really neat camera, just in case you're still unsure, should I buy it or not? Definitely, it's a great APS-C camera. In my point of view, the best APS-C camera currently below $1,000 or euros, wherever you live. So it's a great camera. And also a lot of technology coming in from the Nikon Z8. Not that the memory card slot is located at the bottom. Yeah, a bit unfortunate, but really fast, up to 240, 230 megabytes per second write speed, combined with just 21 megapixel. So therefore you can shoot a very long time, and that's what we're gonna check right now. As mentioned in the beginning, we tested over 40 SD memory cards with the Z50 Mark II. So if you want to check out all results, all data, please feel free to check out the link in the video description. There you can find all data with hourly updated price performance recommendations. I will demonstrate the performance with the fastest card. Obviously, that's the Patriot V90 memory card, but there are, well, let's say almost a dozen other V90 UHS-II memory cards with almost the same performance. The camera is set up to RAW plus JPEG, so the maximum amount of data you can produce, because yeah, just 21 megapixel. So we are still in the image buffer, which is quite large and was also increased compared to the first Z50. Now the buffer is full and we are limited by the memory card, but still a decent speed, I would say. And please remember, it's RAW plus JPEG, not just RAW images or even just JPEG images. So it's a lot of data, but the memory card controller is so fast. 200, 230 megabytes per second, a real nice performance. Yeah, it's not a one-to-one copy from the Z8. Obviously, that camera also have a CF Express card reader or interface, but it's a very, very high speed also for this price class. Many other mirrorless cameras below 1,000 euros just feature an UHS-I controller. Think about the new Fujifilm X-M5, the Sony ZV-E10 II, Canon's EOS R10. All cameras are very limited in terms of performance, not with the Nikon Z50 II. So therefore, a really fast memory card controller. Of course, you can also choose a little bit slower memory cards, like a lot of V60 SD memory cards. This one here from Sabrent, the Rocket V60 series. It's a bit slower, but still, since the image buffer in the Nikon Z50 Mark II is so huge, you can still shoot maybe 15 instead of 17 seconds uninterruptedly, and afterwards it may take 3, 4, 5 seconds longer, but that's about it. So I would say you can also go with a little bit cheaper UHS-II memory cards. You don't need the highest performance, and also read speeds with those is absolutely amazing. Over 200, 250 megabytes per second, the camera already finished. So yeah, that's my, let's say, price performance recommendation. But let's say you're absolutely not the type of person shooting continuous video, continuous shooting. You can of course also use UHS-I SD memory cards. These are those cards with just one contact row at the back. It's obviously Yeah, a lot slower, roughly 80 megabytes per second compared to 230 megabytes per second. So we are still in the image buffer. That's about the same speed, and now we are limited by the memory card. It's still okay. And let's say you do a bit of continuous shooting, maybe 1 or 2 seconds here and there. It's still fast enough because the image buffer is so huge also compared to the first Z50. Absolutely fine, but honestly, the price difference to good mid-range UHS-II SD memory cards is not that big. You can get 265 gigabytes for, let's say, roughly 30, 40, maybe 50 euros or US dollars, whatever. So it's still a good price performance weight you can get with those mid-range cards. So I wouldn't mind save another, let's say, 10 or 20 bucks for, let's say, a third of the performance. And also, obviously, readout speed here is much faster with UHS-II memory cards, 200, 300 megabytes per second compared to usually just 100 megabytes per second. So also, let's say, after holiday, after wedding shooting, wherever you take the camera with, it takes maybe a third of the amount of time compared to, slower UHS-I SD memory cards. So absolutely my price performance recommendation, mid-range UHS-II memory cards with both contact doors on the back. And it's also the price performance recommendation you can find linked in the website or the link below in the video description. And what about the video? We got it covered as well, of course. The situation is a bit difficult because the official statement from Nikon is that U3 memory cards, so that's the video class U3 or V30, it's basically the same, should be fine even for 4K with up to 60 frames per second. V30 or U3 mean 30 megabytes per second, equivalent to 240 megabits per second. But I checked the files and the actual weight is more like 280 megabit per second. So I don't know if the Nikon website is wrong and V60 is the type of card you should use. But if you use a V30 memory card like this one here we just had from Alexa, the camera is still fine with the card. There's no error message, so you can record with V30 memory cards even 4K with up to 60 frames per second. The files are not interrupted, so maybe if it's an, let's say, normal V30 memory card and usually they don't stop at just 240 megabit per second, is technically or usually even a lot faster than this. So you can use them as well, but I would say just to be absolutely and 100% sure, maybe better use the V60 or V90 memory cards if you want to shoot 4K with 50 or 60 frames per second. Everything else, just normal V30 memory cards or U3 memory cards are absolutely fine, so you can also go with just simple UHS-I memory cards for video as well. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. And if you don't already have, please consider subscribe. See you. Bye bye.